to get over in his
team very much indeed, but they're in this beautiful situation.
He's the three-man up front. No surprise that it's Karim Benzema in the middle, but it's free today, Mr. Gonzalez. It's Gil Manzano. Really looking forward to the battle between Raul Garcia, and that's such a large stage. Al whips Dani Carvey, cross in, it's collected by Unal. This is Benzema, turns, goes down under the challenge, and a free kick given, and I think Asensio
try and take himself away from Uri was world class.
It's Asensio away, it was on target, but Benzema can't quite get the power behind the header. He's disappointed, it came off the top of his head, had to react quickly, but the first real chance for Real Madrid, well struck, free kick. Just manages to hold on to it, lovely ball through the legs. And problems for Ramos, Williams! And it's brilliant from Marcelo, whether the whistle was up.
To go and take licenses. The fact is he's hugely experienced.
Run, Marcelo takes advantage to find Asensio through the middle.
He's one of the reasons for so many changes. And the form so far.
Lopez to Dani Garcia. And the Kappa links with Raul Garcia, who's Muniain plays it. Neat little back heel from Cordoba, gets it back from.
So our match director is telling us that it's a space in the middle of the pitch for Benzema to feed them.
Casu Rodrigo. Energetic rhythm of this first half.
But I agree with
Al. So crucial in winning the penalty that got the free. Work from Asensio, the cross comes in from Unai Lopez. Brings it out wide to Carvajal. Carvajal driving it in, looking for Ben. Give that one away cheaply. Here's Raul Garcia, Yuri on the overlap, it's blocked. Floats it in to the far post, sets it onto his right foot, returns it to Marcelo, tries to drive one in. Lopez, sorry, Unai Nunez. So Zinedine Zidane going crazy. Williams gets disdainfully just stepped over that, allowed it to go through his legs. The cross swung in by Asensio.
Chance.
And on the far post, Rodrigo. The hands go to the head. What an opportunity.
Because while Uri is still on the pitch, the ball needed to go.
By Unai. Here's Williams again. He's going to try the shot. Well, it was straight, but it was rising, and it didn't make Thibaut Courtois have to respond, but that's twice now that Iñaki Williams has found himself in more or less looking comfortable and confident on the ball, athletic. Second that motion, Luka Modric absolutely surreal.
Simon, I don't like what I'm seeing from Rodrigo. Slow to press.
It's away, and then here's the shout, and does. Asensio to Marcelo. Gets away from Yuri, whips the cross in.
Special player, and I'm going to prove it.
Benzema lays it off for Carvajal. Unai, Fede Valverde lowered his head, and that's why he didn't get the.
Is going to come lower, and therefore his header is.
Freeze decision. Anything up to 3 minutes.
You know the Getafe game, given how hard they had to struggle for chances.
Calmly in the opening half hour today.
I would argue strongly that it's extremely good to watch.
Challenge from Williams, a foul on Rodrigo, who sets Williams through again. It's a good declaration. Lovely ball from Raul Garcia. The flag is probably up onto the roof of the net. Williams, that won't count as a miss. Iñaki, the flag was up for offside. But
early in the season, thinking, will Madrid pinchar, as they say here?
To the edge of the box, battling with Casemiro, battling with Ramos. He just can't quite link with Raul Garcia. Marcelo's gone down, clutching not the greatest clearance. Under pressure from Muniain, he returns it to Ramos, gets it back from Asensio. Williams against Militao, and Militao forces him wide and does really well, because Raul Garcia hits it to Cordoba. Now use that of Ander Kappa. The cross swung in by Unai Lopez, superbly controlled by Benzema. Marcelo outside him. Asensio gets into the box, gets the cross in, finding the head of Karim Benzema.
You know,
who knows what an opportunity that was, Graham. He couldn't quite get the power behind it, couldn't quite get the contact, but it's a brilliant run from the Frenchman. But Muniain shows great determination. So too does Luka Modric, who just...
There would be goals in this match, I'm absolutely sure of it, probably for both.
Would mean they can still afford to lose one of their remaining games. R34 looking on, ends up a bit, but for Athletic Club, a draw would...
They win or not, I bet you that we see 45 minutes of Zidane.
Greatest first half performance
No.
in a Madrid shirt, Graham.
Wing. Gaetano likes him, we'll see him at some stage.
Now Modric. Modric with the shots. Carvajal trying to link with...
And therefore, the fact that he had to change centre halves.
Valverde's cross to Benzema. Benzema controls, still Benzema leaves it back. On the overlap, it's Cordoba. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Benzema, it's a quick break from Madrid. Benzema in the area. Oh, and that was return ball to Asensio. The cross comes in. Madrid again on the ball. Cross whipped it into the Madrid area, puts the cross in. It's a lovely ball. It's Asensio with the corner. And it got past the line of red and white shirts on the edge of the box. Marcelo swings the cross in. And free kick in capable of producing that something a little bit special.
Yes.
Inside. Sees the run to the far post of Benz. Unai Lopez. In comes the cross. Garcia got a touch. Valverde returning it to Rodrigo. The first touch, a heavy one, and Unai Simon's turn to show he got the better of Ramos. Williams pulled up for the challenge there. Who's got Yuri outside him to the left. Cordoba goes, Williams goes through the middle. Floated to the far post. Ramos with the header. Carvajal.
He hasn't done quite enough with it. He hasn't had a chance to use what is going to be in a wonderful position.
It certainly is Danny Carvajal.
Time to up the performance. This ball, look at Vesca's anticipated the shot and goal himself.
Well, it's an awkward cross, awkward for Courtois. On Vesga, the cross comes in. Rodrigo making the run as well for the return ball, cuts it back square. Muniain. Oh, lovely cross, but no. Raul Garcia failing to bring the ball. It's Garcia. Well, Williams left. Asensio looking for the arrival of Marcelo, who goes down in the area. Look at Modric. Still Modric. And it's blocked by Vesga again. The danger still exists. Poor clearance, but he got away with it. Ramos giving him the stare. Here he comes. Hop, skip, jump. 1-0. Sergio Ramos. Goal number 11 of the season. We're talking about this possibly being Real Madrid's year. We're talking about it being Zinedine Zidane's La Liga title. We've had experts here saying it's going to be Benzema's title. It's going to be Sergio Ramos's title if they go on to win it, Graham.
He's an extraordinary man, an extraordinary leader, almost fearless, almost nerveless. When he makes mistakes, he gets over them. But if you offer him a sniff at something, completely different task than they had when they were preparing to come on.
Williams.